Hi guys, my name is Chris Minnie, and today I want to talk to you about the importance of fiction and how the stories that we tell ourselves and the stories we consume, they basically shape our personal values. I know you might think you come to the wrong panel, like what's this guy on about, how's this a fitness panel, but bear with me. The reason that we preserve those stories is because as a society we deem that those stories have a right to be preserved. The Bible, like be you religious or not, has had a massive impact on our moral code. Everyone tells themselves a story about themselves. Like those that have had a successful weight loss story probably told themselves that they could do it, and those that haven't just probably left it to fate. But those that take intentional authorship of their story, say sports superstars, those people have decided to live life on their own terms. People are so captivated by those kind of stories that you have pubs full of people watching these sports superstars, but yet they don't inherit any of those values. They down a pint, order a kebab. Like, how disparate could you get from your heroes? But you're doing the complete opposite of what they would do. I think we all live through stories, and one reason why I know this for sure is that this convention is full of cosplayers that is actively living vicariously through fiction. And even those that aren't cosplayers, they happen to watch one of the most powerful animes of all time. There's a huge disconnect between the average person and the stories they consume. So I think it's time that we take intentional authorship of that story. Getting back to that, my anime backstory. When I was a young kid, I was bullied a lot. I was overweight. My grades weren't anything to shout home about, and I placed last in everything I did. Except one time where I placed second to last and it played the best. I was like, at least I'm not as fat as that kid. I would escape that reality by going home and watching Cartoon Network and putting on a show that changed my life called Dragon Ball Z. Character Goku, he's a bit rough around the edges, he's awkward, he's dumb, and it was exactly how I saw myself back then. But he's also the strongest person in the world. It wasn't obvious that I accepted that philosophy into my life of continuously getting stronger like he does. And flash forward 10 years, I'm in university, and I was a cosplayer at this point, but despite dressing like my superheroes and constantly looking up to them, none of my values had changed. In fact, they'd actually gotten worse. I now smoked, I drank, I did drugs. My grades were still nothing to shout home about, and I just scraped through to uni, and I just felt like I was living life just completely unconsciously, without any moral compass, without taking any authorship of anything at all, because the version of me back then didn't have the power to change anything. So I transformed into a person who could, and to do that I got fed up one day just staring at the ceiling on the biggest hangover I'd ever had, with a cigarette in my hand, and I felt this is definitely what's going to kill me. I said, that's it, I'm going to transform, I'm going to turn into someone else. To equate that to like Dragon Ball terms, Goku is a person where when he can't do something, he literally turns into somebody he can. The Super Saiyan transformation is when he can't do anything else, that's what he becomes. And I think that there's something to that message, that these are all the deep layers inside us that we can use if we wish to transform and wish to change ourselves. So set a goal. Within a year, I have to cosplay the half-naked war-torn version of Namek Saga Goku. And to get the motivation to that, I had to quit smoking, which is a major catalyst for me. It proved to me that after I did it, I could actually change something about my behaviour. Probably still the hardest thing I've ever had to do. But that led me to feeling better about myself, so I could, run without getting out of breath for 5 minutes. Then that 5 minutes quickly became to 10. The more I lost weight, the more I read about nutrition, and then I started reading about muscle building, so then I started getting into powerlifting, and within 1 year, I completely transformed my physique. I cosplayed my goal. I dressed as Goku, did it half naked, and I stuck to that commitment. That's kind of what this life philosophy BEMORESHONEN is about. After that, I developed a routine that's based around Goku specific traits. So he's lean, he's muscular, he's a student of martial arts, bodyweight movements. So combine that all into a routine using the scientific values of health and fitness. And that's what BEMORESHONEN is. It's using the scientific values of health and fitness to create a routine, a lifestyle that captures the element of fiction to power you through your own hero's journey. And actually cosplaying the character at the end of it, it materializes a transformation because you're seeing yourself as that character. And since accomplishing that goal, I've continued to get stronger, and I've continued to apply it to different areas of my life. So my failing grades to a 2-1 in my degree, I started my own business, and I've managed to become a cosplay guest and speaker traveling the world thanks to my partner Nomes over there holding the camera. We basically went to the Cosplay Olympics last year, known as World Cosplay Summit, which is held in Japan. And it was an absolutely awesome feeling to represent your country. Yeah, it's all thanks to embodying the philosophies of the characters that I admire. People have a lot of funny ideas about fitness, but main key in the literature is lean muscle mass relative to a healthy body fat percentage. That means that almost everyone, unless they've got a medical reason not to, should be resistance training. It increases muscle mass, flexibility, bone density, joint health, and it does have some cardiovascular benefits as well. And it doesn't even take that much of it either. 3 hours a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, it's plenty. Now, if you want to be a complete minimalist about it, that's it, that's the routine. Just because weights might be a superior form of exercise doesn't mean that other exercises aren't beneficial. A 1 hour walk on your rest days, that's great for cardiovascular health. So let's say you're cosplaying Goku, as I broke down before, your specific traits, trying to model a routine based around that character. So I've recently incorporated as my high intensity cardio and gymnastic tricking to try and get a balance of his martial artist and gymnastic traits. That also makes it a lot more fun. Training, if it's just the same thing over and over again, can get a bit monotonous. So having different types of exercise is very beneficial. Also, it looks really cool. So that's the main reason to do it. Not even just me, it extends to the pros as well. Like Michael Jordan, basketball player, his favourite anime is Dragon Ball Z. Leva Bates and The New Day, who are WWE wrestlers, they love Dragon Ball Z, and The New Day even cosplayed as Saiyans won WrestleMania. George Lehman, who's one of the strongest powerlifters on the planet, he said that it was Dragon Ball that inspired him to pick up his first weight, and that's a guy that deadlifts 900 pounds plus. Dragon Ball's impact on fitness is absolutely astonishing. And it doesn't even have to be Dragon Ball as an anime. If you're going to say like Luffy from One Piece, how I'd adapt that into a routine is a bit of weight training, learn some really impressive stretches, and do walking on your off day to remain lean. But to remain lean and chiseled, exercise doesn't burn that many calories, and in regards to nutrition, that's the thing you've got to count. Whether or not you're counting calories or you find some way of limiting your intake, fat on your waist is stored energy from calories. To lose weight, therefore, you have to be in a caloric deficit. So 500 calories a day makes roughly a pound of fat a week. It doesn't matter if you have, say, like one cookie or a cream egg. I don't want to live in a world without cream eggs. There's no such thing as a single unhealthy food. It's the big picture. I think that's one of the things that puts people off getting into fitness and trying to build a physique, is they're like, oh, they don't want to give up pizza, they don't want to give up. It's like, well, you can have a bit of it, it's just got to fit within your caloric goal for the day. The second most important factor is protein. When your body's losing weight, it'll burn fat and muscle for fuel. If you keep your protein high, it's more likely to burn fat. Also, it's really filling. Like, what fills you up more, a jar of Nutella or a bowl of chicken? And the answer is obviously a bowl of chicken. Not that I've ever eaten a full jar of Nutella, I'm not a psychopath.
Just a whole bottle of maple syrup. Yeah.
Yes, I did once drink a full bottle of maple syrup. But that's the reason that I can do that and stay lean, is because I track calories. And having one unhealthy day doesn't have to turn into an unhealthy lifestyle. You're allowed your occasional indulgences. After protein, fibre, it guarantees basically you're eating enough plants, because that's where fibre comes from. It's a good indication you get enough minerals, phytonutrients, and vitamins. After that, the only key thing is supplementation, and most of them, I guess flat out, most supplements don't work. The only one you really need living in England is vitamin D, because you get it from sunlight and we have no sun. Yeah, clearly. A protein powder if you don't eat enough dairy or meat, and I use creatine for muscle building, which gives you 1 or 2 extra reps in the gym, and that's pretty much it. Creatine's the most optional one out of that. I take caffeine as well for appetite suppression and to give me a bit of a boost when I'm training. And one of the most neglected aspects of fitness is sleep. Sleep is so important that when you finally get enough of it, it literally improves every aspect of your life in the scientific literature. Like less brain fog, better brain health, lower cancer risk, lower heart attack risk. I recommend around 6 to 9 hours for that. Dragon Ball Z absolutely changed my life. It doesn't have to be Dragon Ball, it can be any other anime that truly inspires you and a character that you truly resonate with. Because of my positive attitude and because of my physique and my cosplay, I've been called the real life Goku on many occasions, and it makes the child in me tear up with happiness, because he never thought he could get this far, that people would be comparing him to his hero, essentially. But I'm not the real life Goku, I'm the only cosplay mini. So take inspiration from your favourite characters, but don't become them, become you, the best version of you. Be more shonen. Thank you for listening.